07 MMA guru said I'm making excuses and I need to fight more. Who is he to say? He's never been in a fight. He's losing a 10-8 battle to diabetes, so he should go eat better and win that fight before talking about a real professional fighter who's achieved everything in the sport. So facts are facts. There's no excuses. I showed up on short notice. I didn't train. What do you want? That's not an excuse. That's the facts. That's the truth. I come within truth. So that guy doesn't obviously live within truth, so he lives within delusions. He's delusional, so that's his problem, not mine. I have a life where I'm making big money, playing big tournaments, prestige, doing a lot of different things in life, not just MMA, more than just a fighter.
So Colby Covington once again embarrasses himself after the MMA guru gives him tons of compliments, tons of credit, tons of praise, even potentially dedicates the reason he started his channel towards Colby Covington, saying that he's literally one of the reasons why I started this channel. If it wasn't for Colby, I might have never really started this, or at least as quickly as I did, or whatever it was. Giving him a lot of adulation, a lot of credit, a lot of praise, a lot of homage. And Colby on a live stream, now he's doing Twitch apparently, which is just funny. He says that the MMA guru shouldn't be talking. He shouldn't be trying to comment on my MMA career whatsoever. The MMA guru is losing a 10-8 battle to diabetes, which is kind of a funny insult if it were. I mean, it's a funny insult no matter what, but like, it's not really true. Guru's not like, I know he might have been it once, but he's not overweight like that. So not only is it not true, it's like, it's just, again, it is kind of funny. So we got to kind of chuckle at it a little bit, but it's like, it's not true. And the fact that he's so defensive and he's so just like, he just has an insult like that ready to fire, ready to be lined up. He probably had that pre-planned in case the interview went south. He was probably going to drop it, the MMA guru interview. But for him to just be so defensive and say something so insulting like that and so like demeaning, when someone's giving him praise and credit, but also saying, hey man, like, you lost that fight for specific reasons. You should have been more dialed. You should have been more, prepared. You should have been in the gym. You shouldn't be making these excuses, which is a very, very fair criticism. I mean, you'd be hard pressed and have a difficult time to say that that's not fair and that that's not valid and true, because it is. Very sensible as well. So for Colby to get so defensive and to shame the guy who he did an interview with like the week before, a guy who gave him a lot of credit and praise, and him to just snap like that and be so defensive and so unwilling to take any sort of criticism, even when it's true. And he literally told Guru, he said, "You're the future of MMA media." He literally told him that in the interview. And now he's acting like this towards him, turning on him, insulting him. I'm telling you right now, this is deeper than it looks. This is deeper than it looks. I'm telling you, Colby Covington's going through something behind the scenes. Something has changed. Something has very much changed. He's never been like this. He's never been a guy to snap and get defensive like that because he's hurt. And he is hurt. He's is what they would say is butthurt. He's taking this very personally. And anyone who has negative criticism, he's going to be lashing out at. So that doesn't happen for no reason. There's a reason for that. I'm telling you right now, something has happened behind the scenes with Colby's career, or it is currently transpiring, that is making Colby so defensive, that is making him so just snappy and like obstinate, and I think pugnacious is a word, like very like combative, immediately combative. Something's happened because he's never acted like, bro, you made a career out of saying really offensive things to people. Really offensive things. He said to Leon Edwards that after Leon said, we're going to go, you can go to hell. He was like, yeah, on my way there, I'll visit your dad, because Leon Edwards' dad got like stabbed when he was young and died. Like, he made a career off of saying very, very explicit, offensive, denigrating things like that. And so for him to be just this combative and this, emotional about something like that, I'm telling you right now, something's going on with Colby. Something's happened. I think he's probably waking up to the fact that he's probably not on the same skill level as some of these guys. I think he's probably pretty upset about the bad decision, especially in the last Usman fight, where it actually did look like he won and he could have touched the belt, and that would have changed his career. If you guys don't believe me, you can go watch the Weasel MMA's YouTube video. He breaks it down. It did look like Colby either could have won, or could have been a draw, or it should have been a draw, or Colby edged him out. And even in the first fight where Colby was actually up going into the 5th round, there was a lot of fouls in that fight. I believe there was some nut shots and eye pokes, and the ref didn't call it. So I think Colby's probably pretty bitter about that. And I can understand that. I can empathize with that. I get that. I'd probably be upset too, but like, bro, if you were really a better fighter than these guys, you'd be able to beat them no matter what. And he's just not, especially like that with Joaquin. Like, bro, if you're really a better fighter than him, the cut above your eye or not, you would have beaten him. He wouldn't have even landed that big shot if you were really a better fighter. Like, apparently he had an injury in the Leon fight and this fight, but I don't really think it matters. I don't really think it matters. I think that these guys are better than Colby. I think that his skill has not improved at all. I think that it's almost gone backwards. I mean, there were several times in the fight where he just threw these crazy wild strikes that just made no sense. His wrestling and jiu-jitsu was just executed very poorly. He's never been able to hold guys down. He's gotten rocked in almost every, any big fight he's had, he's gotten hurt at some point. He's just, I don't think that, I don't think his skills have improved, and I don't think he's on that. I don't think he can hang with these new guys, the newer, younger guys that are coming up. I think he's going to get canceled out. It's kind of a sad story because Colby's the guy you want in the division. Colby's the guy you want in the division. Colby's the guy that you want in the organization because he causes drama, he causes chaos. Colby Chaos Covington. You want that. You don't want all these vanilla guys that don't say anything and give all the same answers. You want guys that cause chaos. You want guys that are willing to say crazy stuff. Makes everything better. So it's unfortunate, but for him to just be this snappy, this combative, this unwilling to take any accountability, and just to immediately gaslight other people when they try to tell him what he did wrong, I'm telling you, something's going on. I don't know if it's something in the background. Maybe he's just kind of having a little bit of a midlife crisis, mid-career or end of career crisis. Something's happening. I hear he's not an MMA Masters anymore. I mean, that's why he had Chael in his corner. Also, too, it's like, why are you having Chael? I think I talked about this in my last video. It's like, Chael is not a good coach. He was never, he would not be top 15 if he was fighting nowadays. He could never beat any of the high-level guys. I believe he lost several of his last fights before he retired. Got choked out by Tito Ortiz. When they're both, I don't know, in their 40s. Terrible decision on top of terrible decision. So, I don't know where Colby's going to go, but he needs to get a new coach. He needs to get one now. And he needs to refine his skills, improve his striking, improve his defense, take some accountability, stop saying stupid things, stop spreading his attention so wide. In the MMA Guru interview, he's talking about how he's got all these gambling things going on, and he's not like these other poker players. He actually wins. He's got big stuff going on in that world and big stuff in this world, that he has all these different things set up. And it's like, dude, that's great. That's phenomenal. But assuming all of that doesn't affect your fighting, which apparently it has. So, is what it is. I think Colby is falling victim to his own delusion and his own unwillingness to admit that his skill level isn't there and that it hasn't really improved really at all, probably in the past 4 or 5 years. So, is what it is. He's creating his own downfall, and I don't know how many more fights he's got left, but it's in his best interest if they're not high-level dudes, because I don't really see him beating anyone high-level. So we'll see what happens with the Colbster, Mr. Covington, Mr. Copes-a-lot Covington. and we'll go from there. I just saw the comments he made, and I just thought I had to address it. You know, just also to the playing victim. It's like, bro, since when does Colby Covington play victim? That's how you know something's wrong. That's how you know, like, he's dealing with something in the background, something that's probably pretty personal, or he's taking something very personal, or things are falling apart in his life. So it's crazy, man. Anyways, if you ever see this, Colby, wish you the best. Make the right decisions. Get a new coach. Come back on top. Keep saying crazy stuff. And I wish you the best of luck. So anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I want to know everything. Do you agree? Do you notice the same thing? Do you notice the same things I'm noticing? Do you feel like Colby's making excuses and he's being pretty delusional? Did you never like him in the first place? Do you think he can really beat anyone in like the top 7 or 8? I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. If you guys like this video, you can go ahead, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. My name is Angelo. This is The Art of Violence. Till next time.